and Sarah are going to draw a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, we're going to draw a page full of pumpkins. We hope you're going to follow along. It's going to be a lot of fun. You need your drawing supplies. We're going to use markers, but you can use a pencil. You also need
paper and something to color with.
Yeah. You ready to start?
Yes.
Let's first start by drawing a box or a frame around our paper. This is so that we don't have to draw all the way to the edge. So I'm going to start up here in the top left corner, and I'm going to turn my paper kind of sideways so that I can pull the line straight towards me. There we go. Sometimes that makes it easier to draw a straight line. And I can help you hold the paper. Yes, there you go. It's kind of fun drawing a straight line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then let's turn our paper this way, and we'll repeat that same step. I'm going to pull the line straight towards me. Look, I turn my paper sideways. That makes it a little easier. Then you can drag the line towards you. Yeah. There you go. You did it. Then we're going to turn our paper back this way. I'm going to start, we could start down here and push up, but I think it's still kind of easier to pull towards you. And then we're going to connect it. You could also turn your paper all the way upside down like that if you wanted to. Here, yeah. Hope you hold it. Good job. Now let's turn our paper again like this, and then we can drag another straight line to finish our frame.
Yes.
We did it.
There we go.
Good job. Now we're going to start drawing our pumpkins, and we're going to use a lot of overlapping, just like we did in the ghost lesson. So let's start down here, and we can draw all different shapes of pumpkins too. I'm going to start here with the middle pumpkin, and I'm going to draw it kind of big, like that. If you draw them bigger, then you won't have to draw as many to fill the page.
And you could also add a more funny face.
Yeah, you could. We're going to draw the funny faces at the end. Let's also add a stem. I'm going to draw two short diagonal lines coming out of the top, and then we'll connect the top like that. Let's also draw a pumpkin leaf. We're going to draw the middle of the leaf coming out first, and then let's draw an X in the middle. Then we're going to draw, watch this, this is a little tricky. We're going to draw little spikes over each of the lines in the middle of our leaf. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
There you go. Keep going all the way around. That's a cool pumpkin leaf.
Yes.
You did it. Let's draw another pumpkin. We're going to draw it right here. I'm going to draw, this one's really tall. So I'm just going to draw a big upside down U like that. And then we can draw another stem. Maybe this stem is a little longer, and I'm going to aim it a different direction. And we'll connect the top. This time, I'm going to draw the leaf on top of our pumpkin. So I'm going to draw a line down. And then this time when I draw the X, I'm going to draw it a little bit bigger, but I'm going to draw it kind of lower. Yeah, there you go. And then let's draw the spikes coming around each of those lines. Now let's draw another pumpkin over here on this side. I'm going to draw, this one's kind of a funny shaped pumpkin. I'm going to draw it with a flat top. And you could change the shapes of all of the pumpkins.
Whoa.
Oh, I like that one. That one's cool too. It's got a little bump up here. I'm going to draw this stem straight up and then connect the top. And I'm going to repeat the same step. Oh, this one I'm going to draw the leaf going this way. And I'm going to make it a little smaller, I think. I'm going to try. Let's see, kind of smaller. Nice. We did it. We drew our first row of pumpkins.
Yeah.
Now we're going to repeat the same step, and we're going to draw the next row. But this time, let's change some of the shapes of the pumpkins. Maybe this one, we're going to use overlapping. So we've got to imagine it going behind the leaf. I'm going to imagine it going behind this leaf. Now, if you have leaves in a different spot, you can change your drawings. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to just draw the shapes too. Look, this one's going to be kind of skinny. And, oh, maybe this one is kind of curved. Oh, I'm going to do a weird one. Maybe this one looks more like a squash. Kind of looks like a ghost, too.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Let's add even more. I'm going to draw another one. Maybe this one right in the middle is kind of small. And I'm going to draw another one right here that's kind of small too. And then we got a big one up here. Well, that's a really big one. And a big one over here. The fun part about this lesson is you really can use your imagination and your creativity to change all of the shapes.
It's a big pumpkin.
That one's really big. This one's kind of got a pointy head. And then I'm going to draw one that comes off the page. Look at that. That's kind of cool. And then I'm going to draw another one right here that comes off the page too. That was kind of fun to do all of the shapes first.
Yes.
You could also draw another one that's coming off the page, kind of like how I did. Draw the left side and then also the right side coming down.
It's a lot of pumpkins.
It is. It's a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Now we need to add the stems. Let's add all of the stems next. I'm going to draw them. Just kind of put them in the place where it looks right. I'm going to add just funny little stems around like this. And maybe one more over here. We finished all of the stems. Now remember to pause the video if you ever need extra time to finish a step. All right, now what should we draw?
Leaves.
Yeah, we need to draw the pumpkin leaves. Now, also, when we draw these leaves, we want to remember that we're going to add funny faces and turn our pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah.
So we don't want to cover up the faces. So maybe some of them we don't need to draw a leaf on all of them. I'm also going to see if I could draw them a little smaller too, and that might help because we don't want to cover up the pumpkin's face. Oh, I forgot a stem right here. There we go. So maybe we'll just add another, maybe add one more leaf and that's it. We got a bunch of leaves on the bottom and not as many on the top. That's okay. Maybe one more, right here. Now we're going fast because we are just repeating the same steps. So remember to pause the video. You're gonna add one more leaf?
Yes. On
Where at?
this one.
Okay, let me see you. Yep, the line in the middle, the little X, and then spikes around. You did it! Well, I'm gonna add one more leaf up here in this little blank spot. Like this. And it goes off the page too.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. What should we add next to our pumpkins?
Funny face.
Yeah, let's do funny faces. Now this is fun too because we can change all of the faces so they're all different. I added triangles. Oh, I like those shapes. I'm going to draw this one happy right in the middle. This is kind of the traditional pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern. And maybe this one's going to be scary. We'll draw a zigzag line down at the bottom. And then, oh, happy eyes though. This one's going to be angry. I'm going to add an angry jack-o'-lantern right here. I'm going to add a diagonal line, little line down, upside down U, and then curve around. And then maybe this one's upset too. So pause the video and take time to add funny faces to all of your jack-o'-lanterns. We're going to speed this part up. You ready?
Yeah.
We did it! We finished drawing our pumpkins and adding the faces. They look super awesome. This one is maybe my favorite. It looks like a robot.
Yeah.
Oh, and a mustache one.
And this one.
Yeah, I like the little eyes. And I love that our two drawings don't look exactly the same. They both turned out awesome. I especially love that you changed your faces. Now we're ready for my favorite part.
Color it.
Yeah, let's fast forward one more time, but at the end you can pause the video if you want to match our same coloring. It's gonna be pretty easy though. We'll color our pumpkins orange,
Yeah.
and their faces yellow.
And then the
leaves,
stem?
the stem what color?
Brown.
Brown, yeah, and then the leaves what color?
Green, and maybe some could be orange.
Oh, that would be really cool. All right, you ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
Awesome, we did it. We finished drawing and coloring our pumpkins, except we need to add one more thing. We used our orange to color all of the pumpkins solid, but it still doesn't look quite 3D, even though they're overlapping.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use our brown marker. This is Y529. We can add a shadow that comes down on the left side over all of the pumpkins. This is gonna make the pumpkins look like they're behind the frame. There you go. Then we're gonna add that same line down the bottom of our pumpkin frame, down here. And then we can also add it on the right side. Look at that. That makes it look like they're sitting behind this window or the frame. Now let's add even more shadows. Right here, I added a shadow on the outside of the center pumpkin. And then we'll add it on the outside on the left side too. Then we're gonna let's add a shadow right here. It's kind of like we're tracing around the outside of each pumpkin with our brown marker. So think about which pumpkin you're tracing around. There you go. You could even make it a little thicker. And then I'm gonna just work around all of the pumpkins. So it looks like I'm tracing around the outside. So we trace around this one too, the center one, and also this one over here. And we can go up a level. Oh, there, right there, you could add a shadow going across the outside of this center one. Go all the way around. Yeah, there you go. And then you could trace around this one next. I'm gonna do that too. Trace around this left side. And down the side. Yeah, and then trace around this little guy too. I'm going to trace around my little pumpkin right in the middle, and then we'll just keep going up each level, trace around all of the pumpkins. This adds a little shadow to make it look even more 3D. Look at that. It looks like they're coming off the page.
Oh yeah.
Because we used markers, we can also use a colored pencil on top of the marker to add a highlight. I'm just going to draw a little oval shape on each pumpkin, and I'm gonna draw it in the same spot, so top left of every pumpkin. Maybe this is the moonlight shining on each of our pumpkins. This also makes them look shiny, right?
Yeah.
Give me 5! We did it! We finished our pumpkins. I think that shiny part also makes the pumpkins look even more 3D.
I especially love their faces.
Yeah, and I also like that we colored the background black.
Yeah.
That makes it look like it's nighttime.
We hope you had a lot of fun drawing a pumpkin patch.
And we hope you had fun changing your drawings, adding funny faces, and also coloring them.
Yeah.
And we'll see you later, our friends.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.